This is becoming a common thing in New York City. Last week, we saw 3 individuals killed, shot outside a migrant shelter. And today, early this morning, 3 individuals shot. And as you just reported, 1 has already been declared dead. But this is a crime spree that is taking place because the president allowed these unvetted individuals to enter into this country. And Mayor Adams insists that New York City taxpayers have to house them. Imagine we're spending billions and billions of dollars in this city to house these individuals who are wreaking havoc. And it's not just these murders and shootings and stabbings. There are criminal crime sprees that are taking place, robbery sprees. They are hurting our businesses. They are putting New York City residents in danger. And again, these are policies brought to you by the Democrats at the city, state, and federal level. And the truth is that Kamala Harris was tasked with securing our border. So voting for Kamala Harris is condoning this and asking for more of the same. So if you're happy what's happening in New York City, if you're happy that we're being drained billions on the city level and trillions at the federal level to pay for individuals who have crossed into our country illegally by paying the drug cartels to get here, then continue to vote for Biden, Harris, Kamala Harris in November, and the Democrats at the state and federal level, because it's their sanctuary policies and open border policies that have brought this to this country.
Well, and Congresswoman, Elizabeth Warren on one of the Sunday shows saying that she thinks that Kamala Harris, if elected, will grant citizenship to all of these illegal migrants.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. They've always wanted to give amnesty to these individuals. Look what they've done in New York City, where they passed a law that said after 30 days you can vote in our elections after just living in New York City for 30 days. We stopped it, the Republicans in New York City, because we sued. And we're still in court, by the way, because the city council, the radical left city council, continues to take us to court. And now we're at the highest court, the Court of Appeals of New York, to fight this thing after winning twice. And so this is the agenda of the Democrats. They want to diminish American citizenship, and they want lawlessness, because I'm the daughter of immigrants. I support immigration. We need immigration, but we need lawful immigration, and we need to follow the laws and make sure people are vetted, not allowing all these gang members and drug dealers and murderers and rapists. Remember, just a couple of weeks ago, we had 2 police officers shot here in New York City by an illegal immigrant, and a 13-year-old girl was raped by an illegal immigrant. And the Democrats are nowhere to be found. They don't even talk about it. They won't even acknowledge what is happening. Of course not, because they want to allow this to continue. So again, a vote for Kamala Harris is a vote to allow this lawlessness to continue, because she will probably open the border even more than Joe Biden.
Well, and just to add to your point, I was looking at the rape statistics year to date versus last year here in the city, all 5 boroughs. It's up an astounding amount. That's something else that's happening in our city.
Murder is up 20% over the pre-COVID number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's New York City, and there's the rape statistic right there. Critics of the vice president are also highlighting her economic record. This includes several liberal tax policies. She's in the past pushed for universal basic income, the massive student loan bailouts, alongside, of course, President Joe Biden. But here is Harris slamming former President Trump's economic policies at a campaign event last week. Watch this.
Donald Trump and his extreme allies want to take our nation back to failed trickle-down economic policies, back to union busting, back to tax breaks for billionaires. Donald Trump and his allies want to cut Medicare and Social Security, to stop student loan forgiveness for teachers and other public servants.
Congresswoman, your reaction?
I mean, it's just unconscionable the way that they lie. And President Trump has made very clear that he's going to preserve Social Security and Medicare. In fact, it's the Democrats who, with all their reckless spending, have been draining these programs. Think about it. They're spending trillions of dollars on people who are in this country illegally, who just crossed last month. And our seniors are struggling to get by. They are struggling with we have to actually make Social Security tax free so they can keep their earnings. That's what we should be doing with the money, making sure that they can survive. But in addition to that, We know that President Trump's Tax Cut and Jobs Act, that was the pro-growth, pro-jobs policy that created 7 million jobs in this country, lifted middle-class wages, made sure that we had lower unemployment for African Americans, for Hispanics, for veterans, for women. He doubled the standard deduction. He doubled the child tax credit, lifting millions of families out of poverty. That's what we need to continue. We never saw the full effect, by the way, of the TCJA, despite the millions of jobs that were created, because unfortunately of COVID, and then President Biden came in and really hurt our economy with this anti-energy policy and the reckless spending that fueled inflation. But I will tell you that next year, this whole Tax Cut and Jobs Act expires. Yeah. And we need to make sure President Trump is in place and that we have a Republican House and Senate, or else we will see the economy dismantling as a result. They will take away the economic prosperity.
Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, always great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. We've got a lot more coming up.